Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Outward. It's a... I mean, honestly, I think it's a Souls-like, but I think it might be closer to Morrowind-ish. It's one of those RPGs that doesn't really want you to play it, but you're going to play it anyway because you're a masochist, or I'm a masochist. I'm going to play it anyway because I think it's going to be cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I'm going to turn up the audio for you guys. I think it's on the quiet side. There we go. That's probably better. But so it's one of those games where the world hates you. Things will suck. Honestly, it almost kind of reminds me of Kenshi from what I've seen. But a little bit more focused, less base building, and more just like you are a wanderer. But you can bring a friend. And I know that's going to be a question a number of people are going to ask is like, Wanderer, are you going to play Outward with somebody else? And the answer is, we'll see. I wouldn't mind playing Outward co-op. But I got to see if, one, it's fun. Because if it's not fun, then I'm not even going to want to play it. Two, I got to see if it's functional. And three, I got to see if Shell, who'd probably be my #1 choice, is interested as well. And if it is fun, if it's functional, and Shell's interested in playing, then we'll do co-op. However, co-op's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait until I get back from my trip. Because I'm pretty much going to record the first, like, 7-8 episodes of this. Right before my trip to Boston for PAX East, and then I'm pretty much going to have to, you know, pick it back up as soon as I get back. And so that'll probably be when it turns to multiplayer, assuming it gets there. Anyway, so we got to do the tutorial first, just because this seems like the kind of game that if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be in trouble. Also, for the next, like, 4, 5... I'm not entirely sure how many episodes. If you're wondering why the music sounds weird and there's no voice acting at all and the sound effects are completely missing, turns out the entire soundtrack for this game is copyrighted, and so I had to cut it all out. I didn't realize until after the fact when my buddy Fraz was like, hey, by the way, I got a bunch of content ID matches on this, and I was like, oh no. So I've just preemptively removed it all because I'm at PAX and I don't have time to fix it all. So I'm just going to slap down some sweet music instead, and I'm going to at least remove the music and the voice acting because it's partial and not very good for future sessions, and then hopefully we'll kind of hit a nice equilibrium. Sorry for the inconvenience. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Well, now that we've done the tutorial and know what we're doing, let's actually start the game. And I'm going to be starting solo. Hopefully I can join another person using a pre-existing character. If not, it might not be a big deal. I don't know. Anyway, let's make a character. And let's not be Jim. Because don't be Jim. So I can be Orion, Tramon, Kazite, or, well, okay, face style... Hairstyle. These are some weirdly anime hairdos. Actually a decent number of hairdos. Unfortunately, no matter what, all of the characters are kind of dopey looking. Let's be this guy. Maybe this guy? God, I have no idea. Do we be the fresh-faced? No, let's be anime old man. Okay. Well, no matter what, it has to be white hair. If I'm going to be an old man. Now, there's something about a legacy. These must be things that I unlock as I go along. Okay, so hairstyles. Nope. I mean, honestly, we're not even going to be seeing our hair very often. Let's see. I wonder if the male and female hairdos are virtually the same. I kind of like 11, but let's be like old anime. Let's see. So what do we call ourselves? Okay, we're gonna be old dude, and geez, I don't think there's anything else I can really do here. Start the game with a few skills like kick. You know several useful crafting recipes. Well, this will be kind of interesting. All my life, I've lived within the safety of Cierzo. Spare the brutality of the world outside, but life in Aurai is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by our actions ever since. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Yazan, hoping the money made there would still be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future, or die trying. The old man Wanderer would fit here. Yeah, maybe. But old dude works as well. Okay, you can drop backpack. I mean, we've already done these things. And I am in my skivos. Alright, old dude. We got this. It's dangerous to go alone. Loot everything. Can I not loot this man for his clothing? Or his, like, pocket silvers? Guess not. Why am I in my skivvies? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm in a shipwreck, the last thing I'm gonna be doing is stripping naked. But I guess that's what this guy does. Well, we Dark Souls now. Okay, so I can gather some seaweed. I don't really know if seaweed's, like, a valid... Can I grab another makeshift torch? I'm just gonna grab whatever, at least for a little while. And we'll figure it out. What if the backstory changes based on the race you pick? Maybe? I doubt it. But it's possible. I just feel like that's usually a lot of extra work for such a small team to waste their time on. You know, it's probably just going to be flavor dialogue, nothing more. Okay, gather clean water. Oh, water skin required. It is clean water. I could try drinking it, but I don't need it right now. Take some bandages. Use an improvised bedroll. Well, we've got this guy here. Izan. Oh, Izan. Old dude, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come, warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. Where are we, Izan? The last thing I remember was our ship hitting a rock. Edo made it out too, but he's making his way home to Zierzo to go and get help. Edo made it alive too? Thank a lot. This probably isn't the first time he's had to survive a shipwreck. You're still feeling too injured from the shipwreck. Go ahead and sleep in one of the bedrolls I laid out in. I'll keep watch for Eto and rescuers. Okay, well, first and foremost, let's take the bread. What else do we have? There's not really a whole lot of reason for me to immediately rest, probably. There probably is, maybe. Actually, what I should do is unequip the torch. Because, yeah, it's going to burn pretty fast, and there's no reason for me to do so. So let's look around. Now, there is stealth. I don't know if there's any kind of skill system in this game. Base stats, needs, effects negative and positive, crafting, quick slots. So dagger slash requires a dagger, push kick knocks back enemies, throw lantern, zone of fire. Let's see. Can I... Passive skills and cosmetic skills. I have firebirds and a pet pearl bird. Let's see. Well, I've got to summon my pet pearl bird. Oh, there we go. Ah! I have a bird now. Welcome, creature. Follow me. I have nothing to feed you, and I'm probably going to die. Okay, there are skills, but you have to talk to trainers to get them. That is very Morrowind. I love it. I will admit I always prefer the games where your character gains some amount of skills just by doing things as well. Just because that makes my life a little easier. But, oh well, it's fine. Yeah, so let's just run around grabbing things for a while. The frame rate look for you guys. It looks fine on my end, but you can never tell. Anything here? I wonder if swimming is a thing. Might be. I'm like afraid to try too much. The open junk pile has some nice bits. Doesn't look like there's too much else. So I'm getting thirsty. We don't have any water. We did see fresh water previously. I wonder if we're going to get sick. If I just drink fresh water or if it's only the bad types of water that I have to keep in mind. Let's see. I like the ambiance. I don't know, there's something really charming about this so far. But like I don't know. Until we get further in, I probably should pass judgment. My initial impressions are positive. Even though it looks kind of bad, it looks okay. The problem is, like, I grew up in the N64 era and GameCube era and played like a boatload of games then, so it's kind of like I guess my baseline reaction to a lot of things is just like, it looks okay. Okay, yeah, this is clean water. So hopefully it's just drinking clean water. Yeah, salt water gives you diseases, but the question is, it's clean water. Or do you have to boil all water? See, I missed some loot. I mean, you gotta realize, I'm not particularly... I'm not going to be as thorough as, like, somebody that is not YouTubing, streaming. Because, like, when it comes down to it, there's... You know, I'm not going to just stand around staring at, like, corners and nooks and being like, okay, I gotta find everything. You know, I'm going to try and be thorough, but it's not easy doing, like, running commentary. To be totally honest. Wait, did we shipwreck right outside our village? Or where's the, what is this wall? Okay. Just hearing people talking outside my house, and I'm like, is this something I have to worry about? I like my dumb bird. It's really cute. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, we got a dagger. Actually, it's a machete. Can I not loot the rest of this man? I guess not, but if we've got a machete, we probably have bad gooners coming this direction. More clean water and a mining pick. Ain't that handy? Oh. Balls. There is actually something there. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it. Let's see. Guess I'll drink some more clean water. I'm afraid to sprint and run when traversing the world. I get the very distinct feeling I shouldn't do it. So I'm not going to. Like, I guess we can always rest whenever we want, but we don't have a reliable source of food yet. I got jam? I can probably make jam. But yeah, I'm hungry. Fishing harpoon. Pouch overweight. Okay, so what can I craft? I can make some bandages, a campfire kit, a makeshift torch, plank shield, primitive club, and a quarterstaff. Let's probably start with the bandages. And maybe a campfire kit. My pouch is still overweight, but I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. Let's see. So here's the question. Eat the bread? Can I see what is my food? Because it says restored food. Here, let's wait till my hunger drops below 75%. Because I don't entirely know if, like, eating the bread puts you to full, or if you, like, only eat a certain amount of it, or anything like that. Okay, and I shouldn't actually have the fishing harpoon available. We should find some kind of storage. Or a backpack. I mean, the sooner we find a backpack, the better. I can be over-encumbered, but I don't want to be over-encumbered without a backpack. Okay, let's just wait for my stamina to come back. Okay. Doggo likes to escape here. But that's fine. Yeah, Sekiro this ain't. But that's okay. Let's see. So let's take all. I don't think I'm going to be able to make a backpack. Let's... Okay, you can craft a backpack. So what do I need for a backpack? Primitive satchel requires a little bit more. Let's see, what is my hunger? 75. Let's just try eating it. Okay, so 100 is 10. Okay, offers a small amount of nutrition and will quickly rot if not cooked. We've also got some raw meat and a campfire kit. Well, I'm hoping sprinting doesn't impact my stamina too much. I hope sprinting outside of combat doesn't really hurt my fatigue too much. Because I really don't want to just be walking around slowly this entire game. Okay, so we want to use the campfire. Oh, we need a cooking pot. Question. Can I interact with any of these things? Because all I need is just a little bit of storage for, like, a little while. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, we're just in this for the long haul for a little while. At least until I find, like, a box or some kind of home base that I can return to. Because all I need is, like, a bin that I can just slowly stuff full of my garbage until I've got a better idea of where and what and who and how and whatever. But hey, at least we got, like, a decent chunk of berries. So you try and do it manually. You mean, like, putting stuff in? I think that works. It might. Okay, what are you? Open the hollowed trunk. Sandals, salt, and some wood. Well, we have the sandals on. Impact resistance, hot weather, defense. I don't see any other anythings here. I see that wall. I'm struck that that's probably where I'm supposed to go. So you wander, why do you look like an old beggar? Well, I'm a shipwreck victim, and for whatever reason I have a penchant to playing as old men in video games. Whoa! Okay. So I am bleeding. Okay. There we go. Let's see. So for starters, we should absolutely use one of these bandages. And then we can loot the hyena, which I think gets me enough that I can make a... No. What do we need for a primitive satchel? Linen cloth. Damn it, I used it on bandages. I mean, I needed it for bandages. And I'm not going to begrudge my choices there. Okay, you gotta sleep in the bed to progress through the gate. Well, time to go do that then. Hopefully we can get a little bit more linen along the way. Because, yeah, if I can even make the most basic satchel, that would help a lot. See, why did you think you were bleeding? Because there's a little bandage exclamation mark going on over there. That might just mean that, like, you could use healing. Okay, well, anyway. Needs. Sun. Oh, because it's too warm. I put out the fire? Okay, there we go. Let's do 6 hours. That's usually how long I sleep. You weren't losing health for what it was worth. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what that icon even means. Maybe I can pull up keyboard and mouse. Okay. Unconsciousness comes quickly, and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You're back in your old bed at home. The lighthouse in Cierzo. Izan must have brought you back to your family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. You can decraft most weapons and armors. Place only that item in a manual crafting recipe, or of survival crafting, and accept, turning the item into basic resources. You can be attacked while you rest in a tent, either find a safe spot or spend time on guard duty to lower the chances of an ambush. Okay. So I got some boots, I got some workers' clothes. I am wildly over-encumbered, which is a bit of a problem. Let's see. Might as well put them on instead of the castaway gear that I was rolling. Okay, so I can use the bed, but I should probably wear some amount of clothes. And let's hope we can find some kind of basic storage in here. Primitive satchel. Never mind, problem solved. Okay, move to bag. Move to bag. We definitely want the pickaxe. Okay, so primitive satchel holds up to 25, but still, we can move now. That matters a lot. Open the stash. Okay, so stash has a dark worker attire, makeshift torch, and a cooking pot. Oh, let's see. Let's actually grab that cooking pot, now that I'm thinking about it. Really, I guess I can't cook at my own thing. What else do we have? Some extra berries. Jerky. A loom. It looks like climbing ladders is not something I'm capable of. We also have some bread. I don't know how much of this stuff is going to melt while I'm just out and around. Okay, cool. So we can make cranberry tartine, meat stew, and some travel rations. I don't know if it's gonna rot slower. Let's see. Let's make the travel ration. And then the tartine. Okay, because that's probably better. We can get some flint and steel. How many flint and steels do we even have? I look to have 1. And I do have a campfire kit. Let's see. How's my food doing? So I'm actually full up here. Use kitchen. Cierzo ceviche. I don't even know if that's pronounced correctly. An old lantern. Okay, so we could actually get rid of the torches for the time being. Either way, let's unequip that. And yeah, I know there's stuff like iron scraps and whatnot, but I think I'm going to be back. My goal is to just get a lot of these things, a lot of these things kind of stowed away for a little while. So that I can find them more easily. I guess I should probably bring the iron scrap with me. Okay, so we've now learned that recipe. Yeah, let's go back. Let's grab everything from here and put it in. I pronounced it correctly. Are we sure? Because, like, I guess it's not exactly a common word that I'd ever say, but cerveza is not actually how it's, like, pronounced. And I realize that's not English, but still. I try and pronounce what I can. I don't know about that fishing harpoon if I want to just be carrying it around with me. What is so heavy in here? Probably the cooking pot. Let's put it away. And the bedroll. Put away the predator bones. And I do have all the berries. Can I not make jam here? Music's a tad on the loud side. Alright, let's see. Settings. Oh, is it a campfire only thing? Okay, well, I'm just gonna sprint everywhere, and we'll find out if that counts as a, Oh, wait. It might just be... No. It's not. So yeah, I have to set a fire to make the jam. Jam, maybe? Okay, so let's drop these things off. I can live without the harpoon for now. We're probably going to be able to just snag enough food just by wandering around doing things. Hi. You know I can't pay it. All the money we made in Orochi is at the bottom of the bay. That's not even the same dialogue there. Stop this right now. You're being unreasonable. Don't make this violent. Either pay up or get out of our way. Let's see. So enough of this. 12 people are dead. This is time for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not demand payment from a survivor. Stop this shameful behavior at once. I think I might just turn the voice acting off, because it's not even synced up. Anyway, old dude is a victim of that shipwreck too. Under the laws of the Blue Chapter Collective, I have declared a period of mourning. You understand what that means, don't you? Old dude clearly has been... But until then, your concern should be for those whose lives were lost in the wreck. Yeah, I'll turn it down. Yeah, they're missing lines left and right. I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something? So, but if you do not pay off those 4 months of missed payments on your own, the tribe will have my head. Most I can do is that. For 5 days, no one in the tribe can ask for what you owe. Let's see. Last thing I want to do is take your lighthouse away. Okay, then I'll have to head outside the walls. I doubt you'd be able to gather that much in such a short time by staying in Cierzo. Let's see, which I will accept as a substitute for your payment. You will judge whether or not you're prepared to face the outside world. Yeah, I'm just turning it off. If it was complete voice acting, I'd balance it better. And it's not terrible, but partial, eh. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's turn voice acting off entirely. You know, previously it wasn't so bad, but, oh no, this is master. We're just gonna turn them off. I'll just do all the voice acting. Well, voice acting, I'm just gonna read it out loud. It seems like there's enough dialogue that I'm not gonna want to. So, let's see. How do I put my sword away? There we go. How go your efforts? Who'd be able to help me? Edo's a Kazanite trainer. He can teach you about combat. Burak, the gate warden, can teach you about surviving out in the world. Pretty sure the shopkeepers can teach you about their expertise as well. If you're looking for news, the inn's always a good place to try. And don't forget about Izan down by the beach. Let's see, I'm on my way. Okay. So, this is going to be a bit of a trial. Oh, right. I'm just going to gather gadberries. And we got an ochre spice beetle. Interesting. And a quarterstaff. So, normally I don't like talking to everybody, but I might have to. Anybody with a name that seems to know what they're up to. What about you? Nope, you have neither. So does your time limit actually mean something? I'm sure it does. I'm kind of curious on whether or not I could just, like, bail and go elsewhere. But that seems like a bad idea. A felling great axe. That's the town hall. And it looks like sprinting does not ding your max stamina. Which is good. Probably. Ellen Tumble. Old dude, always a pleasure. What do you want? May I have something for you? Glad to hear that. What do you have? I have an unusual item. Okay, I don't have anything. Hear about work. Work, eh? What do you need? I'm looking for something I can do nearby. As a matter of fact, I could use a brash explorer for something. Tell me, what will you risk for some silver? Pays good, I'm willing to put my life in danger. I'm looking for a particularly rare mushroom in the shape of a shield. I hear it grows in the Blister Burrow, northeast of Cierzo. You'll know it if you find it. The primary characteristics are its immense size and red color. Bring me that mushroom and I'll pay you 70 silver for it. Let's see, what kind of properties does the mushroom have? That's a trade secret, old dude. Maybe I'll tell you later. You interested or not? Yes. Perfect. Make sure you have a good weapon, a lantern, and plenty of supplies. It's dangerous it's a dangerous cave, and you'll be putting your life on the line. Don't forget that trogs have poor eyesight, but fantastic hearing. To get to Blister Burrow, head out Cierzo's main gate, then follow the road left. When you get to the fork in the road, turn left again. You'll know you're going the right way when you see crude statues made by the troglodytes. The entrance should be just ahead of you, along the hillside. The music's still pretty loud. I'm just going to keep turning things down until it feels satisfactory. Guard of the gate will teach you a skill for the weapon you're holding, so choose a good one. Well, I've currently got a machete. Let's see. Now, do I have a map, or do I have to purchase a map? Because that's something. Let's see. So this looks like the Sea Salt Inn. Well, that's no one I can talk to. Let's just try talking to her. Well, if it is an old dude, come on in. Having the usual? I'd like to talk, actually. How's your attempt to pay off your blood price going? You better find that silver if you don't want to lose your home. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, Helen Tumble has a job. It's also possible that some survivors from the wreck washed up on the beach further out in Sharonese. If you could save one of them, I'm sure they'd return the favor. Okay, so that's another good lead. Now, I'm not sure... I'm assuming petty theft is going to get me in major trouble, but I'm wondering if there's mild amounts of, like, mischief I can get up into. I remember back in the days of Morrowind, what I could do, you could steal, like, a silver gold platter almost immediately, make mad money from it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the same, unfortunately, but that's okay. So that's the gate guard. Oh, it's my chicken. But bigger. So what is this over here? Tears of guard. Let's see. Where can I get some sleep? Important in the city. Who's important in the city? Chamber Lady, Burak, and Helen Tumble's looking for objects. Let's see. Merchants and trainers. Fish statue. Training areas on top of the raised docks. Okay. So how much do I even have on me? I've actually got 30 silver already. I'm curious if I could just gather some stuff to sell along the way. Let's see. Let's grab the water skin and gather some, or drink some clean water. Oh, and we are losing stamina very slowly. Now, are we topped off? It looks like we're topped off on the water skin. Good thing I came out and checked. Do we have anything along the beach real quick? Salt water. Okay, I need a fishing harpoon for fish. Oh, Yuzan? Yuzan! Old dude, I wish I could greet you with a smile, but well, we both know that won't happen. Elat's breath, what a disaster. Are you holding up? Yesterday I was leading our most ambitious expedition in a decade. Now that's left is this wreck and a tribe in mourning. But I'm not holding up much better than you are. What happened? How did our ship sink so close to home? The lighthouse wasn't lit at the time we made impact with the rocks, I'm certain. I remember thinking that we should have seen it by now, right before we hit the rock. We lost everyone below deck. Half the ship came apart before I was able to run aground. So we lost everything. All the coins, the spices, the armor and weapons? Unfortunately, yes. What little we could salvage from the wreck has gone to the families of my drowned men. My finances are reeling from this loss. Barely enough to start over. Still, we have no right to complain. All we lost was some coin and 4 months of time on this failed journey. My sailors lost their lives. Of course, their families need all the help they can get right now. Kind as ever, old dude. Even struggling with your own problems, you still open your heart to those in need. Your parents would be proud. The blood price on your head is disgusting. It's unfair to hold anyone responsible for the crimes of their ancestors. We weren't even born when that tragedy happened. I welcome the challenge. Besides, it's an excuse to get out there and find adventure. Like an early grave and lose a leg. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. My prosthetic arm and leg are a testament to how stupid that sentiment is. Suffering doesn't help anyone. Any system that forces pain upon anyone innocent has no right to exist. I often wonder if we're alive because of our tribal laws or in spite of them. Sorry, I don't have better news, old dude. Well, I guess it's up to us to pick up the pieces. Best of luck with scoring things with Risa in the short term. Want my money back? Hand it over, I'll beat it out of you. Nope, guess I'm truly on my own then. Actually, I do have a small stash of goods I hid. It's a disaster. I hid it on the old shipwreck to the south. When you open it, remember that the moon commands the stars. You'll know what I mean. Remember, take care of yourself, and don't be a tool for others, or you'll end up with missing limbs like me. Moon commands the stars. Gotta write that. I don't actually know if I have to write these things down, but it seems like a wise idea. Okay, so there's something. And we could get another machete, but I don't know if that's kosher. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep looking around. Sometimes in these games they actually have... I mean, we've already found some useful bits. It feels like the music's layering on itself, which is really odd. Let's see, talk to the fishmonger Carl. I want to buy something. So, here we go. So I can sell some things. So that ogre spice beetle, I can sell at the very least. It's like okay food, but extra silver seems like a good idea. And yeah, I could sell that fishing harpoon, but I don't think I'm going to. But yeah, I might go fishing as well. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Let's see. I'm hoping it won't be a big deal once I leave. Master Chef Arago. Let's see. Can you teach me about how to eat well in the wild? Got you covered. What's on your mind? Not sure how to find food out there. Top of hunting, you can forage for food. Pick gaberries from bushes or use a fishing harpoon and fishing spot. Cook any raw meat. Boil any water that isn't clean before eating. You don't want to get sick. Okay, that's what I need to know. Let's see. What's the quick, easy way to cook? Simple food can be cooked in a campfire. Cooked food rots slower and fills you up more. You can even boil water, river water, and turn it into clean water that's free of disease. Okay. I want to try advanced dishes. You deploy a cooking pot over a campfire. Okay. And eating well before a fight is good. Do the characters have different selling prices? I think they do, actually. Maybe. I think the pickaxe was worth slightly more to this guy. Okay. So, where's the fish statue? This is the fish statue. So these are the actual shops. It looks like they might all just be open air. Okay, so I want to buy something. What does he have? He looks like he's got a lot of adventuring equipment. Recipes. Might be useful. So for 25, I can get the Nomad Backpack. Slows my dodge. Doubles my carrying capacity, though. I'm gonna go with that. It's a huge financial hit that I'm not happy about, but it's necessary. But I can't... Oh. I have to take all of these and put out my lantern. So I can't even sell the primitive satchel. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's going to make my life easier. Okay, what else do we have before we skedoodle? Help me the alchemist, buy something. What weapon is this? Necessary to use... Oh, spells are necessary to use this offhand weapon. So she has scholar stuff. And book used for runic spells and stuff. How much are firestones, by the way? Those are crimp nuts. Because that was something we were looking at earlier. I don't see him on the list. But I don't know. Okay. Well, for better or worse, how are my statistics doing? Food, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm just going to keep jamming gabberries in my face. Because they're going to rot, but they seem pretty common. Anyway, I might as well learn machete skills. Just V to turn the lantern off. Okay, I should check that in the controller controls. Block. Bag. Toggle lights. D-pad left. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably just gonna learn a machete skill. Maybe? Or do we go get that axe? Where was that axe? The axe was up here. I think I'm gonna go get that axe. And then we'll get going. Unfortunately, it's getting dark, but... Let's see, the machete is better. Let's see. Damage is 18. Damage is 12. Attack speed 1.1. What about the quarterstaff? Quarterstaff does slightly more. Honestly, I'm gonna go against the grain. Let's learn quarterstaff. Having some reach might make a huge difference, especially this. The problem is we do this like backstep, and I don't really want that. Alright, let's see. So this is actually a really good stopping point-ish. We're about ready to go out on our very first adventure and get our butt kicked, because this game is hard. Let's see, but I really enjoy this game. It's clunky, and it's definitely a bit of a slow starter. Luckily, we got to experience a little bit of exploration in that initial shipwreck zone. I was actually kind of hoping there would be more than just like 2 hyenas there, but so be it. But I really like this game. I can't wait to play more of it. I can't wait to play more of it in multiplayer, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure how that's all going to boil down, but it'll be okay. It's going to be great. But I'm going to get, those hyenas are dirty. Like, they get so much worse. And until I get a proper, like, weapon and armor set up, they're just going to keep kicking my butt. You'll see. It'll be fun. For you, not me. Anyway, let's see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Outward. I'll be putting up the full, like, adventure stuff and, you know, everything else over the next couple days. Unfortunately, I'm going to be at my parents' place, and so videos are going to be a little funky for the next couple days. But I have enough footage to last for the entire trip, at least. So that's good. So hopefully, you know, we don't have any interruptions, and you guys can get your fill of actual proper adventuring, as opposed to wandering around town, talking to people, and prepping stuff, because I'm a horrible pack rat loot monger, and I don't think that will ever stop. So, I guess like I've been saying this entire time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.